Welcome back to 4D, episode 24. We're looking at a game with Riki. An in-depth daily dose of Dota. I'd like to think, at least some of the week, we look at our no's in private. One of my no's right now is my skill level with Riki. And we work on those so we can say yes and have yeses in public. My next public match with Riki hopefully will be better as a result of this episode. To do that, we're looking at a game between VG Gaming and HGT from Starladder Star Series Season 11. And Riki is played by /iceiceice. He's having a good time. He's roaming around. He's getting levels. He's got a Midas. Who doesn't love Midas? And he's entering the mid-game. Now, almost rank 2 in his ult. Will he finally be able to be getting those wonderful, delicious kills on that ancient apparition that we see, I think, killed in every episode of 4D up until now? Let's hop into the game and find out. That's not the right button. There we go. Into the game now. Riki, he's roaming at the 16-minute mark. The net worth, you see he's middle of the pack. But his vision is limited. We can even hop over to the player camera. And he's thinking about his next move. Could I go mid? Yeah, of course you could farm mid. Or you could farm your lane. Fenrir. FY. They want to secure this tower. He sees 3 people here. He sees the 3, including a Jakiro. He knows he can get something done. Fenrir, get out of here. Having to port. But he wants this tower. Jakiro is here. Does he have liquid fire? Of course.
Dire's top tower
Max that out first. Even using the Macropyre. Let's be honest. What's going to stand in Macropyre for 7 seconds other than a creep? So go ahead and use it. Get some extra damage on a creep wave so you can teleport back that much quicker. Riki, he's running around. He's on the prowl. He's stealth. Somehow they knew he was here. Darn. But he blinks in, and oh, what's that? Ancient Apparition? Would have loved to get the kill there. Instead, he's forced back a bit. But the invisible coming back off a cooldown. And he actually wasn't revealed there, was he? That was interesting. Because I saw the invis rune go off, or the dust of appearance. We see it go off here, and it is revealed. But it's worth noting that's only for 12 seconds. This is prime juke position, running around in this little alcove of trees. So they see him, and the 12 seconds start. But he's able to blink away. It's 6 seconds already. And he's able to get some damage. The dust wears off. And within a second or two, the invisibility picks up. Along with 6 HP regen. Sure, he's not Slark. He's not going to be completely full health, but he's getting there. 7 HP per second. And he goes to continue farming. Riki. Close to the 18-minute mark. Cruising by. Looks like he will stick around to pick it up. He would love for support to be out of position checking this. I think that's what most Riki people dream about. Or is it this haste rune? A haste rune would be very advantageous for him. It's basically Weaver's only good ability, in the form of a rune. But he's up to 1200 HP, might be a little ambitious, hitting for only 78 damage every 0.73 seconds, but if he's behind the target, some of that damage could be more. He would love to get a couple more kills on that ancient apparition. So HGT move out as a result of the Riki. They're staying together. This AA practically staying next to the Batrider, on top of him as if he right-clicked. He has that Gem of True Sight. He bought that for you. Treat it well. And this is what Batrider does in the mid-game. Gem of True Sight, Blink Dagger, Force Staff. You have Flying Vision with Firefly. And you can limit a lot of wards on the map. And you can go for those ganks. But how do you gank that which you do not see? Riki can feel confident in moving around the map Picking up a little more farm. Band of Elven Skin. Plus 6 agility. That'll give him about maybe 5% damage mitigation through the agility. But more importantly, 6 damage that can be multiplied through that backstab multiplier. Just loading up on agility items as soon as possible. And with the Midas, he's going to start to have that gold coming in. A smoke now at the nearly 20-minute mark. Hoping to catch someone out of position, but at least they're able to get down these wards. Just to increase their mini-map vision. You can see complete domination of the jungle. If Batrider ever comes over here, they'll see it. And they also set up to assault this tier 2 tower. Terrorblade's pushing out his lane with a Yasha. Jakiro farming, because Jakiros are greedy. Why wouldn't you be greedy? Liquid Fire, 600 range, 5-second duration, but the 4-second cooldown at max rank means you can just spam it on these waves and pick up a little extra 100 gold, a little 120. We see his progression already with the Yule Scepter.
Dire's bottom tower
Riki
is under attack.
wants to increase that. You see him actually trailing FY on farm. But he's gotten good levels, more importantly. Equal level. Ancient Apparition. We have to go see him die. But /iceiceice does not. He can be content with getting 44 gold. 44 gold. Will he do it again? 125 gold. Up to almost 180 gold. And he's able to pick up his next piece of that Yasha. Thanks, FY. Also using his Blink Strike to get away to his allies. Sure, you don't get the bonus damage, but basically works in a similar manner that Phantom Assassin's Blink does. It has some offensive capabilities. And low mana cost. Terrorblade continuing to farm. And /iceiceice goes out on the prowl again. We switch over to his player perspective. He's looking into lane. Sure, money's nice, but this Terrorblade's pushing out the lane quite
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jakiro is here as well. They would love to push up on this tier 2 tower as their ultimate goal. So we see him wait for Yasha to come. It's out on the courier. And there you go. 16 agility. So he's up to 85 damage, not counting backstab. And he's a little faster, 374.
Dire's bottom tower.
Not to mention attack speed.
Middle tower. Radiant structures are fortified.
Bringing that attack
Dire's
speed a little
bottom
quicker.
tower. Radiant's middle tower is
And you
under
see it
attack.
just bouncing back and forth, looking at the lane.
Dire's
getting
bottom
gold all the
tower
while.
is under attack.
He'll be working on a Vlad's for his next item. Give him some life steal.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
This HP regen, great early on, but as mentioned previously, it's not Slark. It's not 25-30%. It's only a static 4 or 5 or 6. An Elder Titan will eventually force Riki back. He's being careful. If we look at their map of vision, we see that everyone's missing. And this is starting to feel a little awkward. Weaver defending the tier 2 top, but everyone's missing. So he goes in the forest. He decides enough is enough, I'll hop on Elder Titan now. And a Force Staff might help him live with the assistance of the Ancestral Titan buff. And what's this? Oh, there's the Batrider. They're looking to turn in again. Smoke Cloud. TP combo will be broken by the Flame Break. And that was a pretty good effort. Elder Titan getting down to 100 damage. Ultimately, though, that is a 4 hero to kill a Riki.
Dire's middle tower
You
is
can't feel
under
too bad,
attack.
Riki. You'll be up in 33 seconds. And you almost got the Elder Titan. Once he gets another item or two, those deaths may turn into kills. But for now, he sits and watches this battle. Brewmaster getting off a wonderful split. Did you guys see that? How hard is he matching this button? We'll even slow it down. 200 damage. But you see this green, it's lit up. 55 damage. He has a dot on him that's ticking every second now. But he gets it off. 58 damage. 0.5%. Or maybe 5%. And you can see that's the difference. Significant damage coming out. Weaver's here as well, contributing. And Riki, well, it was a 2-for-0. And sure, that fight quickly turned against them with you not present. But you can go back to farming. You know you need more items. This is a multiplicative ability. So the longer the game goes, the more agility you can get. Your items, or your damage, is going to get multiplied. Weaver, or at least the burst damage from someone like Ancient Apparition, or the Brewmaster Stomp, that's always going to max out at 300. So you go back to more backstabbing, another 44 gold. But you have to pay respect to the Elder Titan. We see him staying in lane, farming, but always looking to where he can rotate. This is his view, not mine. He sees quite a favorable engagement, and he knows there's a bit of a chase. Blink Strike has a pretty good range. Not enough time to catch him. Elder Titan will get back to base, but that Ancient Apparition, you know what? I think I can get there. Blinks through. Beautiful job of almost baiting out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That Ice
Radiant's
Blast.
bottom tower
But Ancient
is under
Apparition was
attack.
probably just going to throw that out anyway. It's going to be off the cooldown by the time he resurrects. And Riki just continuing to hunt, regenerating a little extra HP while he's
Dire's
alive.
top tower is under
Seeing
attack.
who's next.
Dire's structures are
Brewmaster,
fortified.
1600 HP,
Radiant's
quite a tanky
bottom
target.
tower is under attack.
Interesting gear. Clockwork Watcher. I always like to look at the couriers as well, just to see what people are using. That is a really freaking long Twitch open. VG keeping it a little more simple. Mythical Courier though, very classy. Radiance on Terrorblade, even more classy. Who doesn't like their
Dire's middle
illusions to
tower
glow?
is under attack.
Naga does. Terrorblade looking to have some of the same success in this game. After all, he has a Riki doing pretty well. He's around middle of the road for net worth. And he's getting Vlads. But Riki needs time. He needs time to get more items. So he's working on his last hitting, but he's also roaming looking for opportunities. And an opportunity is occurring mid lane. But Riki gets to the party a little late.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Instead,
attack.
he'll look to roam top. You know, he's pretty close to getting that Vlads. He already has the Morbid Mask. Only needs about 700 more gold. And boom, 40, another 47 going his way. Another 53 for that range creep. This tier 2, or this tier 1 is gone.
Radiant's
So he has
middle
room.
tower is under attack.
The tier 2 mid is being assaulted. Now by HGT. They see him in top lane. They know they can get a little damage in, but quickly choosing to retreat and move back. They could go over towards Roshan. Be a little ambitious with just 2 of them. Weaver already has that BKB, down to 9 seconds. And Riki just continuing to farm. Even selling his shield. Quite a bit is on the courier. Looks like he only needs the recipe left. That's only 500 gold or so. 300 actually. He'll have it with the kill of this last creep. Well, fantastic. He just bought the item. What is he thinking about now? Well, the Midas is back off cooldown. Who's going to choose to return to lane? And when you're ahead, get more ahead. Jakiro's here now with you. There's even a smoke transition. Better get this 60 gold here.
Dire's top tower
His
is
Vlad's
under
aura
attack.
is here. And now he's going to be able to survive a little longer in fights. And he sees some big ultimates being committed there. That was an Ice Blast that hit here. And you see the Jakiro combo. A BKB on your Brewmaster. That big gold thing means he's ready to go. 3-second cooldown, what do you know? That's going to be very convenient for this.
How many times
But Riki
are you gonna win?
comes into the fight. Immediately blinks up. 300 damage on a Bat Rider is able to burst him down.
That's a free ride.
But,
No.
Dire's top tower is under
quickly
attack.
falls. 3 other heroes there. He moved the Geometry site about 200 units. But let's remember what we saw. The 10-second BKB coming out for the Brewmaster. And a lot of ultimates were used there. Also a kill on the Bat Rider, that's good. You definitely wanted to stem that tide. He was having a fantastic game. 8-2, now 8-3. And for 38 seconds, he'll be able to sit around, think about what he wants to go next. He does have a Midas, so he has a good potential for gold per minute. But right now he's only around 300. Terrorblade's doing the main job farming this game. Riki, he's invisible. He can look for the opportunities like that, the pickoffs, to where 2-for-0 fights end up in the death of someone. This does look to be a 1-for-0. But FY turns it. Look at this. We'll skip back again. It's just great wherewithal to know that he's dead. There's 600 HP. But he's still able, even after this one, to get off one of his abilities. He's also able to get off Ice Path. And you know what? People like me. So I'm going to get off my 3rd ability. And then finally my 4th ability. And now you see it. That was an Ancient Apparition. He actually does get the kill. Weaver immediately picking up the Geometry site. So not much can be done there. Invoker falling. ZSMJ, that's what he's here to do in that Weaver. Every 3 seconds, he's essentially hitting for double. Similar to a crit mechanic. He's also going to scale up with levels really well. Picking up 2.5 agility per level. And this doubling isn't going to level off anytime soon. Neither will the backstab. As Riki gets the haste rune. Would love to blink down, and he does. Running away. He does not get away. Weaver hitting him just at the last second. How hard is Weaver hitting for? We saw the red animation. He just picked up the Desolator. Attacker Weaver. Hitting for about 300 when he crits. We saw the last hit on Riki. Tragic. 118. It wasn't even a crit. Down for 60 seconds. But that's the Bat Rider. You knew what you were getting into. Weaver. Able to contribute with DPS as well. The gem is a weapon that needs to be fought. They got close in the last match. Or in the last fight, rather. In the next one, even closer. At least that's the goal. But
Roshan
goes down to HGT, making the next fight a little more difficult. Terrorblade, picking up a Manta style. That'll be useful for the Radiance. And the Illusion push. And we see, even though he's dead, Riki, he's just thinking about what items to get. And he's checking out the lanes. He's checking out itemizations, what people have. He notices Elder Titan has that Dagon. Good luck with that. He notices this hasn't been denied yet. And they actually got the money from that. That's rather convenient. And we see him now walk towards bottom lane, but just check out the action in top lane. Terrorblade securing a kill with the assistance of Invoker. We see him just return to lane. He needs more gold, so he uses his Midas and gets back to farming. He's right to think that, gosh, I know we're in a deficit, but it can't be 10 kills worth. Riki has a Midas, things should be going a little better. And they're right. Only, that's about 3,000 gold deficit. And with time and a BKB, they can bridge that gap. But HGT, smoking into the jungle, getting rather aggressive themselves, wanting to extend that lead.
Bosom buddies.
They jump immediately on Fenrir, even though Super is here to support. And a stun into a tornado. And Riki's here now, eliciting double BKBs.
Free of me.
Ricky's able to blink away once being DPS'd. We see him hang out near the edge with Terrorblade now able to support. He says, hey, I got an aura for you. Elder Titan with the magic damage. You can't be healed yet. I'm going to burst you down. Significant damage there. Claiming the kill on Terrorblade. He's going to have one more blink strike.
Is under attack.
But he lies in wait. He lies in Viz. A little extra HP
Structures
regen.
are fortified.
And he let that kill on the Brewmaster go in without his assistance. Now up to about 75% health. We see him roaming towards this top lane. Doesn't get the rune. Sees Weaver getting it immediately. So he minuses the creep wave, then walks off. Meanwhile, jungle's going on. In his own jungle. Jakiro getting some extra farm. So Riki moves back to the lane to push out the lane. Our Ogre Magi on Fenrir. He's already maxed out Ignite. He's already maxed out Fire Blast. And he has rank 2 multicast. He would want to fight. Point booster for good measure. On the way to that Aghanim Scepter. And at 438 movement speed, with Tranquil Boots and Bloodlust, you can definitely chase and rotate lanes. Ice Ice. Ice. Rank 4. We've talked about it. Minus 2 seconds on that fade delay. He's going to be able to go back invisible and continue roaming very quickly into the jungle. And he's already prowling for another kill. And that's a BKB that was just elicited by Weaver. His down to 7 seconds now. But it's coming out on Riki. The burst damage was just too much. We see Batrider committing, and the turnaround could be dangerous. He still has the gem, but Flaming Lasso is on cooldown, and Riki buys back. He's already back in the fight. And sure, there's a Force Staff and a Flame Break. But he could pursue again. Instead, oh yeah, let's get on this Ancient Apparition. Low HP. I would love 153.
There are none so stabbed
Gold.
as those who will not see.
And he's thrown up. But he's able to hop back in on air.
Look away!
And he does fall, but
Dead.
with the help of some damage from that Jakiro Liquid Fire. And that doesn't tell the whole story. ZSMJ ultimately cleaning up there. It's a 5 for 2. And a dieback on our Riki. That's right. You came back. You helped getting a kill of the Ancient Apparition and the Brewmaster, but you died. And you have 55 seconds of free time.
Radiant's bottom tower is
How does
under
Riki
attack.
spend it? We see him buying another item, switching some stuff around.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looking at the opposite lanes, looking at the enemy heroes up at Elder Titan. Checking out his buddy Black, pushing out that top lane with Terrorblade. Checking out Ogre Magi, checking the score. You're down for a minute. Might as well take in the view. Super, doing a super job. He's currently second on his team in net worth. And Riki is now up. So he roams back to the jungle, gets his minus back off cooldown, continues farming. He wants to finish up a Sanji and Yasha. Sushi and Yasha. A good value item for the mid game. He is a little bit behind on net worth. You see he's down at 10,000. This Weaver is up at 17,000, 70% more. But you do have lifesteal and you have multiplicative abilities. And you can secure quick kills like on that Elder Titan. Especially with the assistance of Invoker. And those are exactly the kind of pickoffs you need. Getting his Sanji and Yasha online. He's now going to have a maim slow and a little more HP. And a little more damage. half second. He was at level 8 1 second. Now at level 18, he's at a half second attack. And he's attacking for about 150, even when he's not from behind. 300 DPS is very, very much a target for this ancient apparition. That's only 3 seconds. The time it takes to get out of the smoke cloud. Super. Killed in the 4 seconds it takes with Flaming Lasso. Might have wasted a BKB. Nope. Brewmaster using his to help secure the kill. And we see Ice just farming up. He wants his next item. He's doing more damage now. He's level 18. He's kept very competitive on levels, even if he's not topping the charts in gold. Weaver, though, is having the time of his life. It's the 40-minute mark. He has Heart of Tarask. He has BKB, which is down to 7 seconds. And he has a Desolator. Riki, lying in wait, seeing if someone walked up in this area. Would love to have someone just walk into them. Oh, I'm going to the side shop. Nope. Not with Riki in the game. And he's a little ambitious here. Pursuing on Elder Titan. Not afraid to run away with that invisibility coming after 2 seconds. But the gem is in pursuit. So he puts down the smoke cloud. Thinking, oh, do you think he's about to die? Well, he has Blink Strike and he has allies. An Ogre Magi, a Jakiro down. So now he can anticipate a fight. And they're suddenly in his favor. Throwing down the smoke screen, giving a miss rate and a movement slow, and technically an attack slow. With only 25 though. Let's see how it plays out. BKB's coming out immediately. Ice Blast being leveled forward as well. The Ice Path, pretty defensive, because there are 4 heroes here pushing into the jungle. And Riki is sticking around. He wants this Frostbitten to wear off. But he's hoping his allies do not die in the process.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
At the end of the day, Ogre Magi taking the long way home will ultimately fall. Elder Titan getting the money on that. So Riki just goes back to farming. Thinking twice about lane. Seeing that a lot of heroes are missing, they just picked off one of his buddies. So Ice. Be a little more careful. He sees this rotation of the Brewmaster. The Brewmaster also has a Vlad's. And Riki might have seen the lane, but still sticking around for a few longer seconds. We're coming back for money. 45 gold, 40 gold, 40 gold, 43 gold there. There's a Scotty on Terrorblade. Your allies, your teammates are here to back you up. Scotty, Radiance, Manta, Illusions. But even he is susceptible to a large gank. Low HP means significant damage can be burst down. If it's magical, then do the job. But 60% physical armor reduction. The solution for that is Riki. Keep farming. Sure, you'll pick up a TP scroll. But just keep farming at the 42-minute mark. I guess you could at least say space created. You're down here farming.
Double damage!
And that might result in a tier 2 tower that's been low for a substantial period. You assume they're going to deny it.
Dire's structures
It is fortified.
are fortified.
But there's a siege creep here, and you're lying in wait. Jakiro comes in to help.
Roshan has fallen to
And
the
you remember about Roshan. That's the double damage Weaver. So, you hide in the jungle. In this creep lane jungle. And just sit back. You want to see who's coming. You know there's a lot of people out there. You need to get very quiet. You're just picking out. Oh, Weaver. Okay, go back in. You're thinking about getting a BKB. But you're getting the hell out of there. All because you picked up a TP scroll Probably, probably 30 seconds prior to that. And the game is slowed down even more for you. But you're still getting progress with your Midas.
Hasten me with battle.
And you're very close to it. About 1,200 gold away. This top tower. Or a tier 3 high ground would help you get there. But you're at least taking gold where you can. And at the 44-minute mark, we have our first
Radiant's
tier 3 high
bottom
ground
tower
breach.
is under attack.
A rather
Radiant structures are fortified.
lackluster attempt. Jakiro, not shy to throw down the
Radiant's bottom
60-second
tower
macro
has
fire at all
fallen.
ranks.
Dire's top
And pepper
tower
in
is under
a liquid
attack.
fire. We see liquid fire ticking for 15 damage on that tower. So 60 damage on a 1600 HP tower.
I will split anytime you're ready.
It's about 26 or so attacks. But throw in the
Radiant's
Terrorblade
middle
illusions
tower
and you
is
can
under
quickly bring it
attack.
down. And /iceiceice leaving lane finally gets his chance. Does he see someone out of position? On his way back mid, he would love to catch someone here. He knows Batrider is home. This is the Aegis. BKB elicited. I'm not sure I agree with that. A little unfortunate, seeing as how he won't have it for the fight now. Forced back though. Riki able to get some damage on an Aegis. And oh, what's this? Ancient Apparition? You have 1300 HP. Nice point booster. Still falling very quickly to the Invoker Riki combo. And Riki, he's down on the low ground. Batrider initiating, and significant damage coming her way now. We see Riki securing a kill with super on Weaver. And he's quickly in pursuit. He has Bloodlust, because his heroes synergize well. Giving him a stun. Yes, please. A multicast coming up. Ogre Magi getting the kill there. But a little more gold going to /iceiceice. He's up to 1,000. BKB, only 300 away. He's up to 270. One more creep wave and he'll have that. And then he'll be able to commit for these longer engagements and really turn the tide. That was a 1 for 3 you saw.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And if there was a graph, would it be turning the other way? Indeed.
Dire's
200
middle
gold.
tower has fallen.
We'll complete the BKB at the 46-minute mark. And our second tier 3 high ground breach of the game in a moment. Looks like he sold. The Orb of Venom. Batrider watching the whole time. Is he able to get... Nope.
Dire's top tower
Blinking
has
away
fallen.
immediately. Riki sees the
Dire's
pursuit.
top barracks are
He
under
knows he has an
attack.
item on the courier. You see it coming up. Retreat. You'll pick up the item shortly. It's coming in now. And then, might as well fight. 10-second BKB. A Brewmaster ultimate wearing down. But /iceiceice will continue to retreat. Jakiro did fall in that fight. An Ancient Apparition helping to claim the kill. And some more gold towards his old stick. He has picked up the Veil of Discord. At the 47-minute mark, Riki sets out with his BKB in pursuit of a Batrider. He's found him alright. He's here. Even using his 10-second BKB, but he's blinking back down to the low ground. And oh hey. That's a Geometry Sight. It's the 48-minute mark. Riki is finally getting some use out of himself. He can finally feel good about himself. Free Geometry Sight, yes please. Free kill on the Batrider, who had been terrorizing you for most of the game. And your Midas is off cooldown. Yes. When we come back from this relaxing music break, we're going to look at the late game. More tier 3 high ground breaches. And the start of a comeback. against this HET squad? Will the VG.iceiceice Riki claim even more kills? We'll be back after this.